And I saw this clip on Earthquake's page or D.L. Hughley's, I'm not sure which one. And I put it on my Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, it's Tim Black at Night. It's also on my Facebook. So people have been commenting about it. So I figured, why not put this on the Pause with Tim Black show and let people chime in on it. Folks, it's about a USFL player who loses his job.
John Peterson, Personnel Director.
What's up, man?
Hi, Coach.
Good morning, man.
Well, he crossed the line. So we had to deal with it.
This is very difficult for me as a head coach, my first time, but we have a business. Okay, this is business, and you're a businessman. We all are, because that's the nature of the beast right now. But when I first talked to you guys on March 22nd, I had a handbook. I covered some items that were very important to me.
Line 46 addresses that. Any disrespect of football or members, staff, USFL, hotel, etc. would not be tolerated.
And it's been brought to my attention that has occurred with you. So unfortunately, hear me out, unfortunately, the cost of doing business, I'm gonna have to let you go. Okay?
I didn't think I did anything or said anything disrespectful. I can tell you what happened exactly.
It's not important right now.
Right.
It's not important.
I don't know.
It's already happened.
Right.
It's already happened.
I didn't say anything disrespectful. He said, is that going to be a problem? I said, yes. That's it. And I walked away. I mean, I didn't think that was disrespectful. Me saying yes, I don't eat chicken salad. And I was like, is there another option? Walked in with pizza. And I was like, can I get a slice of pizza? He said, no. I was like, he said, is that going to be a problem? I said, yes. That's all I said. I didn't say no cuss word, nothing. That's all I said. I promise you. No disrespectful on my dad's life. I promise you I didn't say nothing disrespectful besides yes.
And I appreciate you sharing that. But the matters, it's done. It's done. And I appreciate you sharing that. But good luck.
Someone's feelings, hurt feelings, are a distant second to the greater good of the team. And we've moved on and turned that page, and I'm happy we did it.
I can't mope about something. Just go home and work. I ain't no dumb dude, so I'll figure it out.
So this clip caused a lot of controversy on my Facebook page. People are either hot or cold about this. Some people are very upset about it. They are going in. In fact, I have people commenting saying, if you agree with this coach, you are a coon. You are a sellout if you agree with this coach. And you are also against workers. That's how people feel. They're strongly about this. And other people feel like, hey, if you get hired for a job, do the job. What's this? I don't even understand. How you gonna tell somebody that you got a problem with something? Like, what is this? So, first of all, I want to point out a couple things. The coach, if you listen to what the coach said, it's his first time coaching. So it's possible he didn't handle this in the best way. He admits, hey, I'm a new coach. I'm brand new at coaching. Listen closely to the video. I also want to point out, he shook the young man's hand. He initially shook the young man's hand. So he's new to coaching. He may not feel totally comfortable letting someone go. I don't know if he's ever had to do that before. I'm pretty sure he's never fired anyone as a new coach over some damn chicken salad. The other thing is, he said we got to have a difficult conversation. This is going to be a very difficult conversation. So the coach admits it's a difficult conversation, and he's a new coach. He don't want to have to deal with this. He feel like he has to. It almost feels as if it may not totally be his decision. Though it says it's his decision, maybe it's a decision he had to carry out as coach. Coaches don't own teams. He may not be, he's definitely not the general manager. He's not the owner of the team. Who knows what's going on? But okay, let's move past that. Let's move on to actually what happened. Just some things I wanted to point out for people who were very emotionally triggered by this video. Next thing. I'm sorry, Johnson. I've worked in all types of fields, and one of those fields I've worked in is football. That's right. For a little bit of time, I worked for the Washington football team. I realized that the culture in football is different than any other place I've worked. I worked in sales, I worked in IT, I worked in tech, I worked in healthcare, on construction sites, I worked in plumbing, I worked as a laborer, government contractor, I worked as a journalist, I worked as a reporter. I've been all around the board, Johnson, and I want to tell you, the culture inside a football league is totally different than any other place I worked. In fact, little story, Johnson, I remember going to the FedEx Field. That's the new stadium that they put up. We had some movers coming in to do some work on some of our kiosk machines. And there was some smart-ass movers who came in wearing their Dallas Cowboy hats. Do you know that we threw them out of the stadium? We wouldn't even let you come in and say you was a worker and you're coming in to deliver machines, vending machines or whatever. If you came into our stadium wearing another team's hat or jersey, we booted you and we ended a contract with you. That's how serious it is in the football leagues. People don't understand how it is. Oh, so I don't know how it is in the USFL, but in the NFL, this would happen. You may not understand it. You may not agree with it. You may feel bad about it. I feel bad about it. I don't like seeing anybody lose their job. But I'm telling you, the culture of football is different. If you don't add to the team, you are gone. If you're someone who's out of line, you can be gone. It's all about the culture of the team and them winning. And anybody, if they spot anyone, and another thing, being someone who's worked a lot of different industries, I'm going to tell you something. They're always looking at ways to get rid of you. Yeah, they're always trying to thin the squad, thin the herd, so to speak. Giving them a reason to get rid of you is the worst thing that you could do. Now, once again, I feel bad for this young man. This young man, he was hurt. I could see it. I could feel it. I could feel his pain. I've lost jobs before. You ever lost a job? That's a humiliating thing. You got to go back and tell your family, your kids, your loved ones, and you also got to tell your bank account and your bill collectors. So I know what that's like. But that does not negate the fact that at the time, he was not thinking about any of that when he had the mouth. See, what you say is important. If someone says you have a problem with something, and you say, yeah, I got a problem with that, I highly doubt the way that he said I got a problem with it was all nice. I highly doubt the way that he told that coach or whoever that was with those pizzas that he had a problem was joking. Because he would have said, hey, I was joking when I said it. I was laughing. Yeah, I got a problem, man. Come on, man. Hook a brother up. Nah, he said it with an attitude. Folks, I don't know where you work at or where you've been, but when your company provides you meals for free, you eat them or you don't, but you don't get to say, give us something else. Now, if you have a dietary restriction that does not allow you to eat chicken salad, fine. Fine, I get it, man, totally. But he didn't say that. He didn't say, hey, man, I could not eat the chicken salad because I have a dietary restriction. I can't eat mayonnaise. I can't do it, Johnson. I just cannot do it. I will get sick. I'll be no good to the team. He did not say that. He just said, I prefer pizza. Well, you know what you do? This is what you do. You don't want chicken salad, you want pizza, guess what? You take the money that they're paying you after the job is over, after you get off work, and you and the fellas go out and get all the pizza you want. That's right, you get thin sliced pizza, or you get double-decker pizza, you get stuffed crust pizza, you get you some real good pizza, some Philadelphia pizza, some Chicago pizza, some New York pizza, whatever kind of pizza you want. You can get some Maryland with the blue crab on it pizza. Come on, Johnson. That's how we do it in Maryland. We put crab on everything. Do that. Get some seafood pizza. Get you some pizza, right? You got pizza now with the cauliflower crust. Cauliflower crust, you can't even tell the difference, Johnson. Lower carbs and better for you. Get that pizza. Whatever pizza you want, but guess what? You know what you're not going to do? You're not going to make a problem on the job about them not getting you the proper free food, the free food that you want them to give you. So I got a problem with people that are upset about this video. I mean, I really do, Johnson. I know it's unfair and bad things happen, but you know what? People get fired every day. And you know what? They get fired for a lot less than being pissed off about free food. That's right. So those people try to make me feel bad because they say, oh, Tim, he's supporting this coach who fired this brother. Well, first of all, hey, man, there are people losing jobs for doing absolutely nothing. Amazon workers, I support Amazon workers. You know why they got fired? You know why they had problems? They wanted personal protective equipment so they could do their jobs. Okay? That's different. Those Amazon workers who formed that union, Mr. Christian Smalls and the crew, they wanted protection. There were people falling out of the job. People that did not get lunch breaks, bathroom breaks, having to urinate in jugs because they don't get time off. This guy is pissed off. This guy lost his job because he had a bad attitude about eating free chicken salad. So don't equate the two, Johnson. Come on now, stop. I tell people all the time, we can compare apples to oranges if we have to, but you ain't gonna be comparing apples to lawn furniture, apples to porcupines, and apples to, or you make things that you compare and be similar. I ride for workers, I ride for folks keeping their jobs. This is bad, but this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. I ain't seen nobody get fired for something this dumb since Friday when Craig lost his job for stealing boxes on his day off. Come on now. This also bothered me, Johnson, because it made me think about, it wasn't just this young man who made this mistake on this particular day. Hey, man, things happen. Maybe things work out in the future, some other place. You learn an invaluable lesson. You go on and you pick yourself up and you keep on going. But what bothered me were the grown men, and I'm assuming they were grown men, the grown men in the comments section caping for this type of activity. It's the fact that I know that some of them have kids. You're going to raise your child to think when you go on a job that you get paid to be, you get paid to be there. You ain't a slave, you get paid, Johnson. People were talking like this was slave. Like, oh, Lord, oh, Lord. No. This is not slavery. Slavery was slavery. This is a guy getting paid money to play a game and eat free food at a free hotel and upset that he ain't getting the type of free meal he wants. It sounds like prima donna nonsense. That's what it sounds like. And you know what? There are a lot of players people don't want to talk about, but there are a lot of players in the NFL, in the NBA, in the UCLA, or what have you, in MLB, who get treated very special their whole lives. They get treated special. They don't show up for class. They don't do no homework. They get all the pretty girls. They ride in fancy cars. Someone get paid under the table. They're not used to regular life, and then they get used to getting whatever they want. And sometimes you got to check somebody like that. Sometimes. I'm not saying that's what the case with this particular brother. But don't be raising your kids to believe that they're entitled to something. You ain't entitled to work, to have a job playing football. You are entitled to respect and dignity. And if those people don't treat you with respect and dignity, that's a different story. You're entitled to a fair wage and to receive your money. But you are not entitled to get pizza. All right. This is not jail. In this world, when you do a job, nobody's obligated to feed you, and if they are, they're not obligated to feed you a certain thing unless that's already been stipulated. All right, so people say they need to form a union. Well, yeah, form a union. But you're going to have a hard time putting in the union rules that you get to decide what they buy you for lunch. It's crazy, Johnson. Okay. I think that's all I got on this story. It just really bothered me, man, because they're grown men. You ain't right. Somebody jumped in my comment section and said, you a clown if you agree that this brother should be fired. Hey, man, I'm not saying he should be fired or not fired. What I'm saying is your attitude counts. And if you're going to tell somebody you got a problem, come on, man, that sounds like street shit. You ain't no gangster. You a professional. Nobody wants to hear I got a problem. Come on now. We know what that meant. Tell somebody, you got a problem? Yeah, I got a problem. That sounds like fighting words. Now, I know it could have went a little bit different than what I'm saying. I'm imagining the worst case scenario. It just sounds bad. You got a problem? Yeah, I got a problem. That sounds like somebody who wants to have, what? A problem. You know what? People are not obligated to put up with problems. They want to get rid of problems. And that's the point. And then also, what you did was make sure they have no more problems. And you know what? They get to use you as an example, Johnson. You became the example of the year. That's right. You did that. I remember one story. Let me share one story. It's not even my story. It's by Clifford. What's Method Man? That's his real name, Method Man. Method Man tells the story of working on HBO's Oz. How many people remember Oz? It was on HBO. It was a miniseries. It's about these brothers in the penitentiary, in the Oswald maximum security prison penitentiary. Okay. This was Method Man's first real acting gig, right? So he's a big-time rapper, and he's young, and just got this acting job. and he's excited to do it, but he's not the most disciplined person. Because when you're a rapper and you got hit records out with the Wu-Tang Clan, sometimes you show up when you won't, and sometimes you show up high. Okay, so Method Man was showing up late when he wanted to, and someone said, hey, Meth, you need to be on time, man. The directors ain't gonna go for it. They're gonna fire you. Method Man's like, how they gonna fire me, man? I'm already on tape. I'm already in certain scenes. And he was in certain scenes. I remember him being in certain scenes in Oz. But he kept coming late. And then one day he came in and he read the script and he was killed off the show. That's right, they fired him by killing him off the show. He couldn't believe it. And it stung being fired off a show. You got to go tell everybody, I'm no longer on Oz. Hey, Meth Man, I watched Oz. I didn't see you. Yeah, I know. I got fired. Why you get fired? Because I had better things to do. So it was embarrassing. But you know what? Oz did not wallow in the disappointment. Method Man did not wallow in the disappointment. You know what he did? He got his head right. A few years later, he had an opportunity. It's a show called The Wire. Guess where it's at? HBO. Guess what? He lands the part. Guess what? He shows up on time. Guess what? He makes his bones. Guess what? He becomes a major star. Now you see him on Power. You see him on other franchises doing this thing, getting this money, and he learned this lesson. And he's the one who told the story originally, how he learned from the incident. Looking back, it taught him a lot. So give it up for Method Man. And I think this young brother, as much as it sucks and it stings, hopefully you make this a winning story that you'll be able to tell somebody one day and influence some other people to change their ways. All right. Besides, ain't nothing wrong with chicken salad. Hey, YouTube, thanks for watching. What you just saw there, that's what you call a clip. If you want to see the entire shows, go to jointimblack.com. JoinTimBlack.com on Patreon. It's starting only $5 a month. You become a member of the Tim Black Wolfpack, which gives you all our full-length shows. Do that today. JoinTimBlack.com and help independent media stay independent. I'll see you on the next one, Johnson.